And now I'm over here. All right, listen. Enjoy the city. We're about to demolish a lot of it. There are some sections of the city I'm just not happy with. And I am, at this point, not happy with our experiment with trying to get rid of curves. Oh, sorry, trying to get rid of grid. The city just looks nicer. I think it functions better when you just allow yourself to have a little bit of a grid. And so I think we're going to enjoy ourselves a little bit more having that grid work there. We're not going to demolish existing neighborhoods. However, we will be redoing areas that are, as of now, uninhabited. So there's that. I think there's a cut like this. I think really successful. The surrounding neighborhoods successful, but man, we'll have to. This all gone, all of it. So let's get in and get to work, man. All of this is going to get redone. The 4-lane roads we're going to keep because those are our boundaries. But all of the 2-lane streets are going to get redone. These can stay. These feel very nice. This can stay. This feels very nice. This is where we start to feel like, what the fuck have I done? So I'm going to actually go into the city's playlist. There we go. I'm going to mute the game. I'm going to mute that music as well. Hold on. Let me just mute the game. Options, audio, main volume, effect volume. I turn effects all the way down and I do this. That's what I wanted to avoid. Let's see. User interface. Ah, there we go. So let's get rid of all this. I don't like these 2-lane roads. I just don't like the way that they're connected. I don't like what they're doing. I know we just set them, but I'm not excited about them. I feel like we went really quickly. Can I undo? Doesn't look like it. Some of them I think are okay, but some of them honestly just need to be redone. Like I'm okay with these. I'm okay with this area. I don't know that I'm okay with I'm okay with that area. No, I don't think I am. There we go. I still think that we have a big old park in here, for sure. Maybe with a water feature, though. Probably not. There we go. Okay, so we've got this space to fill in, and I definitely like the idea that we have 2 roads that run parallel all the way down the entire length, and we're going to make these out of 2-lane roads. We're giving a little bit of distance between us and the 4-lane road, but not a terrible amount. There we go. And I think that's going to end up feeling very nice once we get all the way through. We're going to be very thoughtful about our roads this time through. We're going to be very thoughtful about our roads. This is a little bit too far down. Let's back this up. It's a little bit too far back. Clearly, the answer is to drop a tornado, and whatever it does not touch is good to leave alone. That is not a bad idea. That is about where I was. It was just tornado the shit out of it. Okay. And then we can have this one probably connect up that way. Because I want to have a road that comes up like this. There we go. There we go. So we're going to get some nicer roads going through here. And this is a 4-lane. I don't want to have everything connecting to it. But we can have this connect. We can just go through and make our ribs now. This is all going to be very, very dense. I want to get as much density up here as possible. And I don't want it to be regular, as in I don't want it to be perfect. But I also want to get closer to a grid and have some really nice roads like we had before. We're not going to zone off that 4 lane, so we're not doing anything wrong by over zoning it. Or zoning over that area. This whole area might just be somewhere that I just sort of restart. Just reset it. But for now, I think it's alright. So hear me out when I say that I want to do something like this. Because again, we're not going to zone off of this 4 lane here, so this is going to be the only time that we're able to zone off of this area. This area is similarly, I want to have it turn this way. There we go. Perfect. So we're going to have quite a bit of zoning area that we're able to get into over here. And I don't think I'm going to do the same thing over on this side. I feel like we're going to get just enough zoning when we turn that off. We're going to get some big zoning on that outside there. But I'm okay with this. I like that this almost paints a sort of a design here of like a sunrise over wheat fields or something like that. But I think those roads are much nicer than what we had before. This area is going to get a much larger facelift. We are going to de-zone all of it. We're going to de-zone all of it. We are keeping the metro. There we go. We're keeping the metro. We are getting rid of the monorail. Monorail is not working. It is not doing what I want it to do. We're de-zoning all of this and deconstructing it. I still like the concept down here, but we're going to be able to get bigger buildings now. So let's just get rid of all of it. Yep. We're going to have the metro, but that's about all that we're going to have over here. Yep. I don't want to move it. I don't want to replace it somewhere. We're just going to get rid of it. Having these roads that are so parallel to each other also is a nightmare for them to path through. There we go. There we go. We might have to move this. Hopefully we'll be able to make it connect properly. We are also going to downgrade this road to a 6 lane. Oh no, we'll keep it 8. We'll keep it 8. We'll keep it 8. But we're getting rid of streets like this one. These people are fucking running from the invisible hand that's destroying everything. Here we go. Let's get rid of all this because I want to do some more tight gridding. Get rid of this. Yep, we don't want it. So we're just coming through with a bulldozer, and we are going to fix all of our problems here. Let's get rid of this ridiculous power line that we were not going to need. There we go. This was a good experiment. We had a positive result in saying that we definitely found something that we do not want to do anymore. Let's see. So if we go, we need to go into this and delete the monorail line. There we go. That was monorail, right? Yeah. Delete the monorail line. This guy doesn't have connection, but no one's coming down here anyway. So that's okay. We're not worried about it. Now what I want to do is get a 4-lane road, standard old 4-lane road, and I want to make these connections on straight lines. There we go. Get these connections across. Get this connection across. And then, from there, we're going to have this road that goes all the way down. But not facing this close to the edge, because I want stuff that's going to be between the road and the quay wall. So we're going to have this one actually come out of the middle here. This 4-lane. And it is going to, well, you probably can get some more distance out of this. Because we could do something like this. Oh, can we get that under that bridge? There's no way. It's so low. We wouldn't want to anyway. Okay. We're going to have a wonderful little section in here that we can put some stuff in as we want. Maybe a little office area could be right there. But we're going to take this, and from the center of this road, and I want to go ahead and edit this because I don't want this all up on the edge like it is. Let's bring that down, and I need the topographical lines in order to do it. There we go. I need those topographical lines to be able to know when I've gotten the proper height there. There we go. Get that down. There we go. There's a little node right here that can afford to go down a couple as well. Okay. Just trying to tailor these roads and trying to make them real nice. I know it looks like I'm moving fast, but I'm really trying to not be in a hurry. We want to preserve... We almost could get away with 2 roads still. Okay, then we're going to try and get away with 2 roads. This is the road that will continue forward, and yeah, we're gonna come in and fix all this shit. No, I know. That's how I feel with the way that this is fucking curving out, but that's just how it's gonna go. Trying to get it to follow the key wall there. There, it's finally starting to curve along it. But all the way down to the end, we're going to try and get as much as we can in there. And yeah, we're going to have to lower this again, aren't we? But that's okay. It's going to take a bit of finagling to get it all to work the way that we want it to. But this is another reason that we have the topographical lines, is to show us where these things are. There we go. Yeah, we got some grids. It's going to be fine, though. Oh, grids. Cat, I'm sorry your brain's not working tonight. I always hate that. Not that anyone likes it, but you don't deserve it. There we go. There we go. Just some relaxing, building a town. Is there another node in here that needs to be dropped? No. And it's going to be some work to get this down to the right altitude, the way that we want it. But you just got to be willing to put up with it sometimes. You can't have those really pretty cities if you don't fuck around, you know? If you don't fuck around with it, you're never gonna be able to figure out the shit that works. And how to make it work. Because I know this is gonna be really beautiful. I know this is gonna be one of the really, really nice areas of the city. There we go. We just gotta finagle it. There we go. There we go. Making some progress. Dude, I had some really nice... Just had a glass of passion fruit juice, man. That's one of my favorites. Fucking love passion fruit juice. So it's a little wiggly. I don't love how wiggly it is. I'm gonna try and pull it a little bit. There we go. Get that to fall, get that to flow just a little bit better. Through this area, straighten it out a little bit. It doesn't need to be so goddamn wiggly. Which I know that's weird to be coming from me. We still got more students here. Campus attractiveness has stayed the same. We unlocked Renowned. Wait, hold on. Renowned? We unlocked Renowned? Trade School Academic Statue, the IT Club, the School Library, School of Tourism and Travel. Oh, shit. Trade School Commencement Office. Oh, where the commencement is held. Holy shit, we got some really nice new structure. There we go. IT Club, you better fucking believe we're going to be doing that. All right, let's get some more 4 lanes in here. Just this back area. Just up until right here. From there, we curve in. And that's going to be it, because we're not going to be able to get a second row of zoning along here. But you see how we get a full row of zoning for most of this? That's going to be all high-density residential. All of this will be high-density residential, but it's just going to be this beautiful line of lower-set facilities and buildings. We're going to have a really nice neighborhood over here, I've decided. We're going to have the highway come in through it. We're going to bring the highway down. So this is a roundabout right now, but eventually it's going to become just a straight and narrow. We're going to push this hill back, or we're going to have the highway tunnel through it. I kind of want there to be these really, really... Because in Texas, what they did is they just fucking dynamite a path through. So you have these beautiful rock ridges on either side of the highway through a lot of the western Texas areas. Oh god, fucking cold in here. Hold on, don't look at my ass. Yeah, Riverside Properties. And honestly, this is going to be oceanfront property because we don't know if that's a lake or an ocean, but a lot of these guys are going to be oceanside. Hey, we just won some games. Nice. We just won both games. Hell yeah, dude. I think these facilities pay for themselves when you win the game. Then again, it's $4,000 a week, so probably not. What the There's no way that's consistent. 55,000 positive. Okay, there we go. Okay, back to normal. Jesus. This whole area wasn't flattened out before we made the roads, which is why they look like this, but I'm going to leave them like this. There we go. Never always look at the ass. I suppose that's there. I am running a business on it. Okay. So over here, we're going to get some tight zoning. We're gonna be following these grid points for sure. No, tighter than that. There we go. About that tight. We can get it better. Let's see if that works. I don't want it to be perfect, so I'm fine with... remember, the 4 lanes are not going to be zoned off of. That's too close to that edge. Okay, so we've got that in there. Okay, so we've got that. We're going to have one more road that goes up the middle here. There we go. And for here, we can have one road that goes up the back of that metro station and connects in there and then doesn't go any further. Bedtime? All right, enjoy, cat. Get some rest, bitch. There we go. That'll be good. That'll be good. That'll be a good distance. We're getting some real tight... Getting some real tight zoning in there. Okay, I'm going to have this not snap to road guides anymore. Still trying to snap to that node. I hate that it snaps to that node, man. That's annoying. Toggle node snapping. Okay, that's good. I think we'll have to do node snapping because otherwise it just won't want to snap at all. Yeah, we'll have to go with right there. Whoa, that bridging is a problem. Let's see if we can adjust this node to go down a little bit. And from there, connect in and no bridge. There we go. There we go. Just pull these across. We could put a little park in here. I think a little park right there would be good. Honestly, I think that we're going to put our entertainment pier coming out of this area, but we know there's going to be a lot of traffic to it. So we might have this road curve and then go straight out to it. So they go right on the 8 lane is how they do it. You don't have to go onto a 4 lane to get to it. That's how I think we're going to have that set up. There we go. There we go. There we go. See, this is working out much better. This is working out much better than it was before. We just have to turn the right roads off on their zoning. This one, I think we're going to do a nice little curve back this way. And then see if we can get that to zone in properly as well. Which now we need to do our crossroads, which is going to be these guys. Though I think we're going to start probably having two. Now let's just have the one that goes up. And then from there, it doesn't really make sense to break it up anymore, except to move this over, say, a street or two and connect into there and make that the length. That makes a lot of sense. I actually want to do this. Because I want to delete these two roads right there and make a small park. Very small park. But I want it to be a park at all. And I think that that's just going to create a much nicer downtown, a proper fucking downtown area. It might be nice if we'd gotten this road to line up, but I kind of like the idea that it splits and you have to do this. And I'm going to make it a couplet. I've wanted to use couplets for a long time, but we've not really built up a strong enough grid to be able to do it. This has got to go. But this is much more gridded. This almost feels like a real life grid. It's not perfect for sure. And I even y'all, I went and looked on just Google Maps. I was just studying how streets are laid out in cities that I know and I've been through and I've driven down. I just went and looked. We're gonna probably have to move this guy. I want it off of the 4-lane here, or the 8-lane. So we're gonna probably have to adjust our metro track, which we can go ahead and do tunnel view so we can get rid of this. We'll have it connect from right there. There we go. That will work. Get it moved over onto the proper street. Get this guy to reconnect itself. We need to get rid of that line. Line's overview. This was line 4 is the one that we need to get rid of now. So now what we can do is go back into our menu here. And we have a line that goes here. I'm going to create a new line. Goes down to here. Goes down to there. And then goes back. But I also want to make a metro stop that goes to the end here as well. That if people are willing to walk all the way down here, I'm willing to give them a metro stop. This is why we have the key wall. And it's going to connect in right there. It's going to come in at 28 degrees. Let's go 29. That's really good. So we're going to make another line that gets them from there down to here. We're also going to do one that just runs this back and forth. And it's just about getting them from place to place. We'll probably have another metro station that's at the end of the entertainment pier so that they can just go right in. Okay, so let's do one more line. Create a line. Add a stop. Add a stop. Then it goes back and stops here again. Then it goes back here again. Good. 2 vehicles. Perfect. There's no one down here, though. There's no reason for any of this to be here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have off this main line, we're going to do some commercial. We're actually, well, first off, let's get our 4 lanes here, and let's turn off their zoning. The music's great for this game, Emil, I'm telling you. It's just all fantastic. We've gotten rid of all the songs that were annoying. off of the OST. Right, the 4 lanes do not allow zoning on them. All of this ended up being 4 lane, which is fine. We're actually going to zone off of those 4 lanes, but not these. There we go. I've got to go in and check and see what the 4 lanes are. they bleed together. Okay, it's a 2 lane. Let me find my 4 lanes there. Because I can tell where the borders are over here. There we go. There we go. Get those 4 lanes turned off. Get those 4 lanes turned off, and then we'll be ready to go. I cut off a 4 lane here at the park. Okay, I guess that's the end of the park there. Okay, so I guess we're going to get rid of these 2 streets, and then we're going to reconnect that 4 lane there. Yeah, just as it was. And then we'll have our little park in here. Although we can continue that line now. There's no reason not to continue this line. There's no reason not to. And then we'll have a little park in here. Okay. So let's continue with our zoning project. We need to turn off zoning here. We've already got those turned off. We've already got that turned off. Okay. We are going to not zone off of this guy. We're going to not zone off of this guy. We're going to not zone off of this guy. Okay. So what we're going to do is we have a lot of demand for things that are not industrial right, or so that are not residential right now. So we're going to zone things that are not residential, and we're going to zone them off of this 8-lane road. We're going to allow the zoning off of the 8 lane. It's going to be low density, but we're going to allow it. I think we'll do some high density in some of these larger buildings. Like this, I think that can be a high density. That can be a high density. We'll put this here. We'll put that there. Put some high density there. Put some there. I mean, we're not going to need that much, but I want to make sure that we have it. We'll put some low density across the street from some of this. There we go. Here we go. There we go. Actually, this will be high density. Okay, and then we're going to have all of our commercial there. That's going to be all the commercial demand we could ever have. We're going to have some office spaces in here. This will be an office district. It doesn't get a lot of traffic, but it is going to be something that's in demand. We're going to have some low density commercial over here. Then we're going to put in some high-density residential along this spine. We're going to put in that right there. Put in these guys. Put in these guys. We're going to keep this whole thing going. Put in a 4x4 there. Give that a 2x2. Give that a 2x2. Give this a nice big 4x4. Give that a 2x2. We're just zoning in what we can do. What we know we can do, what we know there's going to be demand for. Let's do a 3x2 there. 3x3. Eventually all of this will get filled in. Eventually it'll all get filled in. Another academic year, we got another bunch of students, another academic work. We are still renowned. If we keep that population, it's going to be pretty good for us. Our city's about to have a big boom if that happens. Which would be nice. We shouldn't see commercial buildings causing problems anymore. because that traffic is going to come in and they're going to be swapping to the outside lanes where anybody else is going to be either turning on those outside lanes or they're going to be going through. What I want to do is make sure that I don't have any of these areas still set up to be fucky. Now make sure these intersections are set up pure, simple, clean. Okay, they are. So we're coming in. They're still mad about not having power, but they'll get it. We want to fill up this spine first. Power should be coming through pretty soon. This one says it has power, so it should be spreading down here pretty soon. It should just go whoosh for all of it. Oh, it doesn't have power yet. We need these blocks to get filled in, then they will. This residential building will make it all happen. That's what we're looking for, though. We may be able to put in a substation, or these might just connect, and there we go. We've got power down the entire way. Okay. I need to set up U-turn lanes, because we're going to be having some commercial traffic down here, and the whole city's going to be wanting to come down here. So we're going to be prepared for a lot of residential traffic until we get public amenities set up, or until we get the metro route set up, which we have. There should be plenty of traffic coming through on the metro line. What we shouldn't see is a massive traffic backup. We've got some lights. They're going through just fine. As long as these lights stay functional, we should be okay. Hopefully they use the 8-lane, but this is how I'm hoping this gets set up, and then we just put a whole fuckload of high-density residential through here. But these remain suburbs. These remain the urbs. Our utilities are mostly prepared for it. Garbage processing status is not great, but we can put a little municipal area down here, which would just probably field it from a small street here, or a small street back up here. This would probably bridge up and connect up that way, perhaps we could do. Then have a small municipal area over here. So let me push back. Let me do a little bit of terraforming to get a little bit of straightness out of this. Ooh, it took a minute to do that. And I didn't realize that we hadn't even touched any of this. This is just as it is. This is, as you can see, it's very hilly. But I'm okay with that. I think that if we can build into it, I think it's going to be really, really nice. There we go. Bigger brush. Not that big. I didn't want it to be that strong, but here we are. Let's feather it out. There we go. When in doubt, feather it out, man. There we go. We still have some curvature in there, but it's not as drastic as it was before. Let's get this guy to bridge up to where it needs to go. This will be how the municipalities for this area are served. They're saying they don't have enough workers over here. That's fine. This is their problem for opening an office that they weren't prepared to deal with. Hoping that what we're going to see is they're all backing up into the one lane again. Why are they all backing up into the one lane? They're going forward just fine. Let's take a look at that. Let's see if this does anything and tells them, hey, you can go forward, you know. These guys are not all turning left. Some of them are turning right, but they're not going to that outer lane until they're already right there. And so we end up seeing this back up again. Man, what a disappointment. Even though they're all driving forward, they're still only using the one lane to do it. All right. Man, what are we going to do once we get higher traffic down here? I put them on the main road thinking that they would use the main road and all of it, but they're not. What if I did this? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ban big trucks from this lane. Same over here. On this bridge, no trucks on the inside lane. There we go. So where are these guys headed? Where are you going? They're eventually going back in. They're not driving down the road. They're not driving down the logical road. They're not using the... They're using this road to cut around instead of using this guy. It may be that this road is the same speed limit. Hold on. Ah, because it's not Main Street. That's right. This is Main Street all the way to the end, man. Okay, so let me take a look at... Yeah, look at the routing. Look at the routing. Here's what we need to do is we need to force the big traffic onto this main road. But they don't have the choice of going back into this back street. That's what we do is we district this, and it goes all the way down and it's Old Town. No big trees. Or sorry, no big cars. All right, let's do some districting. Here we go. There we go. And then we're going to cut it off from this road. This road is not part of the district. This road is separate. So when we do Old Town in this district... There we go. When we do Old Town in this district, then we will force all of the... Let's see, Broad Heights policies. Let's do Old Town. Let's see. There we go. Old Town says no industrial traffic at all, so they're going to have to stay in the street. Now, the guys that are already in there, we shouldn't see any more turning in. What the fuck are you doing? We could do heavy traffic ban as well. I thought that's what Old Town was. Only for residents and businesses can use the traffic area for motor vehicles. Ban other motor traffic. This should stop them from routing through. The stuff that's already going there might not have any benefit there. All these guys are turning left. They're all using this. As the population increases here, this bridge is going to become more and more of a problem. I've given them no way to U-turn easily, but we're still seeing heavy traffic through here. Like, we shouldn't see box trucks going through Broad Heights. Or is that just not how this works? Because they're coming down here when they need to make a U-turn. So if I give them the ability to U-turn from the inside lane, will they use it? You have the ability to U-turn. We're seeing them U-turn. We're already seeing them do it. We'll see. What is this that's going on here? You can't U-turn in the middle of the fucking street. I feel like this entire road is fucked up somehow. But giving them U-turns at these intersections, ooh, God, no, do not U-turn. Oh, Jesus, do not U-turn there. Do not U-turn like that. You fuckers. I know they'll do it if you let them. Yeah, you know what these are? This is where we had those cross connections. I probably need to redo this entire 8-lane to have it, like, safely fixed. Because it got so fucked up when we tried to introduce those other nodes. A little tedious, but it's worth doing. Nice jammies, Vegas. Okay, so now we have U-turn potential. Love seeing the U-turns. Yeah, they're using the U-turn technology, which means they're not going this way anymore because they don't need to. Okay. This is going a lot more smoothly. Do we need to have U-turns the other way? I don't think so. I do think we need to district this side. Have it do the same thing. This district is probably going to be going all the way up until this area. Then we're probably going to have its own district right here. And then we're going to have our own district that is all of this. Then that'll be its own district. And we're going to say through here it's going to have the same policies. Dean District, it'll get named differently. This is going to be... It's going to be the beachfront terrace. That's really what this is. Okay. So policies, you're going to be heavy traffic ban, Old Town for sure. And then what we're going to do is go into our little districting guy. And we're going to cut up this road again. So it's not in either of the districts. So it's a neutral zone. This is where the trucks are allowed. There's no overlap there. Trim that a little bit. Trim this guy a little bit. Just a bit. Not too much. Not too much. There we go. So we've got that spine, and for the rest of this, man, we are ready to put in a little park right there, which I think we're going to go ahead and do. I'm going to get that done before we do any of our other zoning. Tiny main gate right there. Makes its own little park area. Then we're going to expand that park area out to include the streets around it. Washington grounds, fuck it, why not? It's going to be a tiny little, like, 1-2-star park maybe. Side entrance on this side. I think a side entrance right there is good. I think a side entrance right up here is good. Side entrance there is good. Side entrance there is good. And then we're just going to have this boy zigzag through. Yeah. I think that's great. And then we're just going to put some trees. I'm going to put some fencing around here because we don't want people, you know, coming through here and thinking they own the damn place. Just a very basic park. There we go. For this side, connect in there. You get all the way down to the edge. There we go. So we got a nice little park in the middle. We're going to add some more trees. We haven't done any landscaping yet, okay? You got to believe me. You got to believe me. I've sustained myself. I have restrained myself. It's about goddamn time we added some trees, chat. We don't want a little guy like this. We want a big girthy boy. Oh yeah. Small guy there. We got a big girthy boy. We'll put him in the corner. Small guy here. Got another small guy. Do we have a place for him? We don't. We got to make one. There we go. There's a big guy. There we go. A little bit of landscaping never killed anybody. I want to find a nice, tall... Oh, these alders look good. These alders look really good. What about a small beech? Are these small beech trees? Fantastic. Let's do a line. We're not going to add too much because it's going to get real claustrophobic real fast. Actually, let's get rid of those two. Let's get rid of this guy as well. There we go. Start from right there. If we're only going to get 3, let's make sure that they're centered. There we go. Let's add a single. Let's add a single small beach right there. Another 177 people. We got some more campus attractiveness just from being beautiful. Beautiful. Very good. Okay, so there's a small park. I want to add some other parky stuff to it. Some statues would be nice. Let's add a little park restroom just because we know we might need it. Get rid of that tree. I think that's okay. Park restrooms, a couple gazebos. Get one more over here. Maybe on this side. Right in that corner. Are you kidding me? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. This one's great because it's right on that edge, right on that corner. We're going to plant some flowers now. We're going to plant some flowers now for sure. Lines of them. Is it too close to the pathway? It is. Unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. I really wanted to be able to get one more in there. Let's get some nice flowers down here. Some nice lines. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. This is the shit that drives me wild in this game. I got to be very careful, though, because I will get stuck just doing this all day. It gets rid of the grass, though. That's really unfortunate. We'll have to add our own grass. The residents seem to like it. That's good. Camellias are really beautiful as well. Man, these would go well over here. Too close to the edge. Let's actually have the space between. Let's see if we can set up the space between to be a little lower. Minus, let's set this up to just 5 meters. Let's set it up to like 3 meters. Ah, there we go. I don't know if I want it that close. Let's go ahead back with 5 again. I don't hate that. Because you got the fence, but then you've also got these wonderful flowers that make this area feel like it's going to feel like a little place away from the rest of the city just for a minute. I mean, it's going to be loud in game, but you could definitely think of this as being an area that was going to always just have a little bit of peace and quiet to it. I like the red camellias. There we go. Oh, there we go. Right up on that edge. Right in front of that tree. Oh, there you go. That's what you're looking for. Pull this all the way down, and if it interacts with one of those trees, that's fine. We're not opposed to that. It's just a little bit of a nature fence to give it a little bit more charm and to give you just a little bit more space away from the Just a little bit more space away from the city itself. The last thing I want to add is a playground. I don't know if we're going to have space. Probably not. We go see if we can find a smaller playground. Something very small. You know, I don't think we are. Can we add egg, though? Egg is massive. Egg is huge. This is not the right park for that asset. But I think this is a decent little park for us. And if we take a look at the land value, I think that we'll notice that people are enjoying this. We have a restroom. I think that's necessary. Any park place you're going to have is going to want a restroom in it. I wish I had had Prop and Tree Anarchy on before. Don't fucking drive through my park. This could be the Washington grounds. People are showing up even though it's $10. We're gonna say it's free to go. I'm fine with free parks. It doesn't need to pay for itself. It's something that's here to raise land value, and that pays for it. I'm pretty sure that's exactly how this works. So what we need to do is not get a bus route, because we know a bus route's not gonna work. It's just not gonna be enough to hold all these people. If we have an attraction we want to get people to, then we need to think about having either a metro line, or we need to think about having some other way of getting there, which may be walkways. Oh, big stretch. There are any number of ways to move people around like that. What I do think we need to do is get this municipality area over here done, get some of these city services set up, and get this area protected from itself. Okay. We're sitting at $4 million in climbing. I don't expect that to go down anytime soon, except for when we're spending money, which is all the time. I honestly think we can get away with this here, where we could probably even set up a loop that's just these three. It is noise pollution. That's an issue. It's only a little bit of noise pollution, though. I say that. Let's take a look at it. We can't just will it away. Yeah, you can see where the traffic is from all this stuff. Wow. Wow. Okay. Broad Heights. Yeah, these are going to be... Yeah. Okay. Let's think about some city services that we want to be putting in here. I think an honest-to-God full-on hospital makes sense. Probably having our own hospital district would also make sense, but I'm going to put a hospital back here, and I think this is a good spot for it. I'm trying to think if there's any other little cubby that's just like the right size. Ooh, God, that is so... Oh, right there. If we go through the municipality area, we'd be able to get to that pretty easily. So we're going to need some clinics all throughout here, but I think having a full-on hospital is good. Okay. Oh, we need water routed through here. There we go. We're going to take our time to lay these pipes out nice. There we go. And from here, we're going to have this pipe run through to this. We're going to have this pipe run up through here, get to the park, and then cut across again. There we go. So now we've got water connected all through this area, which is fantastic. Go ahead and get rid of this pipe because we just don't want it there. That makes no sense for us to have it there. Okay. So the electricity should be fine too. It should be connected through. Nice. We're going to be swapping over to solar power pretty soon. It's going to have some noise pollution. Its upkeep is going to be a lot higher than this guy. Twice as much, but it's also producing comparatively output is either 120 to 160 megawatts. So per output, per megawatt, it's worth more. Per megawatt, we're actually saving money. So that's pretty good. We put down 2 solar power plants, and that'll be fine. And I think we could put solar power plants up at the university. I think, honestly, having some solar... These are kind of big, but... I think having one that's up here, I think would be a testament to what the university is doing, but we also want to leave room for, like, the commencement hall, which we're probably going to put down here. We'll have to see. We've added a lot of stuff already. We could add the commencement hall over here. This would not be a bad idea. That's not a bad place to put a commencement hall for that university. Okay, so now we've got some emergency services. We're also going to put a fire station, a full-on fire station. This one's not nearly as big as the other assets have been. I don't know what we're going to fit in there, but we're going to find something. We'll put this guy probably right over, man, right in there would have been really nice. This is a good place to be able to put some of these guys. That reaches all the way to the end, and it covers a lot of this stuff too. We might as well do that. Really good coverage there now. Okay, police department. I think we're going to put up police headquarters. You know what? I think we're going to do a police headquarters. We already have a police station there, but I think we're going to put a police headquarters over here and do the military, or the police, well, the same thing. Police academy for the trade school. There is a police academy, study hall, groundskeeping. It's all the way down here. It's one of these guys. Yeah, the police academy, I think, is going to go right here. The place I was thinking about is fucking Quantico. Yeah. I want to get that going. We'll feather all that back, but I want to get the police academy here. It trains cadets that increases police departments all over overall efficiency, patrol car count, and jail's capacity. We have 9 students here. So it's going to, oh, geez, it's already up to 15. Okay, a lot of people want to become police officers. Oops. Okay. But I do want to do that. We can only place one. The School of Tourism and Travel, I think that we could put down here. It has to be inside a university's campus area. But honestly, we could either put it up here as a unique area. Probably get it to fit in right over here if we do Anarchy. We'd have to push that top section back there. We're not really using any of this for anything. This is way too big to actually go over here, but we could have all of our specialty schools over in this area. Like putting it right there feels like a good idea. And then we've got the School of Engineering, which is once we get to prestigious. Trade School Academic Statue. Pretty sure we could fit a statue over here somewhere. Pink Salvation. There we go. Man, does this feel like we're ramping up for sure. 25,000 population. What was that? What was the max that we got before? And how big is this commencement area, by the way? I really want to put it over here. Which we could if we get rid of that walkway. There we go. I really want commencement over here. There we go. That's it. And it comes right off of that walkway. It's kind of close to that road, but it's not very well trafficked. We have a nice little commencement hall there. Celebrate our graduations over here as well. It's shocking that we didn't have a commencement area. Very surprising to me. There we go. The academic statue is definitely something that I want to see as we come in. Coming off of this road for sure. If we take off Anarchy, it looks like it would fit over here anyway, which is good. We'll have the academic statue. As you come in, you get to see it. Really, as you're leaving is probably the best way that you're going to get to see that. Let me see about our electricity over here. How are we doing? If we were to do this... and then we can get rid of these ugly power lines. We leave that one because it's the only way to connect to the main building, but the rest of these can be taken out, which is really nice. That's going to increase the beauty over here by a lot for me. There we go. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. Academic year is nearly over. Fan club support. Increases the odds of winning home and away by 7%. Advertisement campaign. Increases the amount of visitors to the arena by 20%. 200 per arena. I don't think we need it. Visiting scholars. Increases faculty bonus by 25%. Increases faculty upkeep by 25%. Well, I'm not interested in that. We've done some pretty good academic works. We've already got 6 out of 48. We're not even boosting it at all. Oh, shit. Here's how I can look at the varsity sports. Cheerleading budget. Is that $1,000 a week? team identity. I guess we'll be Spartans. Team color, though? Super pink. Oh, yeah. Let's see, we have some losses. We have some trophies. Basketball. Swimming is over here for 1, lost 3, lost 5. Jesus Christ. This seems like it's backwards. I think that's the opposite. Blood pink. Okay. Yeah, blood pink. There we go. Let's lower the ticket price to 25. Get some more people in here. And we're gonna... Can I just type in? Can't type in. We'll do like 250 for cheerleading. Coaching staff, how much is this each? 1,000. We'll do 1 coach. They've had no coach this whole time? Nice. University life is... Oh. This is apparently not connected. Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. I even looked at it. I'm like, yep. Checks out. Here we go. Build a fire chat. Is that how many people are graduating from my... And they all did it in unison too. They've been trained very well. They even caught it and put it back on for round 2 just for the photo op. Round 3? Holy shit. Now we're still profiting. Fishing is fucking OP, dude. Get that long line of high density housing all the way down. Let's go ahead and build out this property. I'm going to see property value, by the way. Land value. It's okay, it's not right on the water. Right on the water would make it really high value. But this park is boosting it by a lot. We lost some students, but we gained a lot of attractiveness. We are still renowned because of that. Tuition is $10 per student. Exchange student bonus is 8%. That's looking good. There we go. Average land value is 25. Over here is 28. I'd like to be able to get that up to like the 60s, but let's play some additional parks. Small park. This isn't really a small park. It's an entire. This would be an entire block. We could do that, and it would be an entire block. Small playground in the middle of my city. You better believe it. Let's put it right over. Let's put it right there. Actually, you know what? Not a beautiful place to put it. Unless we do it somewhere down here, but I really want it in the middle. Right there seems the only place to really do it. We could add a botanical garden. All this stuff is just so big. Oh, but it fits. It just fits. I think this tiny little botanic garden is so good. Does it fit right in here? It does. We're gonna go ahead and do that. We need some more entertainment throughout the city. If you can take a look at this, we just have so little entertainment throughout the city. We have those parks, and those parks are great. Let's add a dog park. Fucking everyone loves dog parks. Let's put a dog park here in the middle of town. Let's put another dog park down here because we just don't have any. I don't want to have to demolish any homes, but it may come to that. Put a dog park on the end. Listen, this is going to be a dog-friendly neighborhood. All of them. You can hear the doggos there, dude. Nice. Emerson Square was meant to become another park. I don't think that's going to happen now. What we can do is give it some parks. Maybe some larger parks. Raise up some land value as well. Get some more cash out of these guys. For people only dog, do I agree? That's what we need to do is just eliminate human. Become dog. Oh, this is... Oh, what a great spot. What is this, by the way? Large playground. This is... Listen, this is daycare. That's what we should put over here as a childcare center. Yeah, these guys are upgrading immediately. Small park. All this stuff is not really that small. What is this that we're making? Small playground. That's also a small playground over there. Park with trees. Ooh, big park. Large playground. This guy's not so much, but it's, again, for kids. Do we have a dog park over here? Oh, right there. We already have a dog park right there. We could use another one right here. There we go. You can see the buildings are upgrading too almost immediately from that as they're getting more services and stuff. Okay, so we don't have... We're not going to put a police headquarters over here. We will put it over there, though. So police station over here is definitely going to be necessary. That's a good spot for it. Maybe have another one down here. Now we need to take a look at schools. There we go. High school. A regular elementary school. We don't have any schooling over here. Right by the playground. Please tell me this will fit over here. Yep, it will. Okay, let's get a high school probably closer to over here. Oh, I'd love to be able to tuck it in over there. Tuck it in right there, though. Beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Right across from that park. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll work. Now let's start filling it in. We're going to need some more electricity. That'll be fine. We'll need some more sewage treatment. That's fine. This municipality area is going to need to be set up here pretty soon, though. I think we're going to go with a 2-lane industrial road. Pull off it right there or pull off it here. I think we're going to pull off it here. Turn on all of this. Get 6 meters up. I don't think 6 is going to be enough. No, 6 will be enough. There we go. And then from there, we're getting back down to ground level. Actually, let's continue about the same height. Nice U-turn, dude. And from there, we've got our bridge over. There we go. So now we want this road to come in and probably do just a cross like that. So let's have this go just to the left. And then from there, we're going to curve. There we go. There we go. Just a 2-lane industrial. We've got that down there. So now we have the ability to build out some municipalities over here. And I think we're going to do it more in this area that's kind of flattened out. Although we're not going to do it all the way up against the edge. We're just going to build it out like this. Trying to respect the topography. There we go. So we can put some stuff in here that will allow us to get access to all the stuff over here and probably serve both. These guys now have access through this road. If they're daring to come through here, they'll be able to get to the hospital more easily. So we should see hospital access pretty well covered. Yeah, through down in this section, so that when we put our medical area over here, probably in this area, probably over in these areas, you know, we put a clinic right over here. Let's go ahead and plan these guys out. I like the idea of a clinic right there. This is where all of our services will go over in this area. We'll want a service area over here, and I think that this is a good spot for it. I'm going to go ahead and keep those roads. I don't like them, but I don't hate them. I think an elder care right outside this park is a beautiful thing. I think one more elder care back here will do very well for us. The whole city will be glad to have it. Right up in the suburbs, they still get the beautiful views. Child Health Center, I definitely want to put over here somewhere. It's not going to cover very much, but it may cover enough. Childcare can also happen not in the city. We're going to put it in the suburbs, and I think right over here is a good place to do it. Another childcare area right over here by the clinic. Near the clinic. You could use one over here. Right there is good. All these things are very expensive, but we can afford it. Crematoriums, of course. These are going to be closer, tucked away to the actual residential area. We want them kind of on their own. Right there is good. We're going to have one more. It's not going to be by the elder care. It's going to be right by this clinic. No, it's not. It's kind of morbid. It'll be right on that archway. Which it's very close to this one, but still having two more is more cars. Can we fit a crematorium right there? I think we're going to. Okay. So from there, that should be enough. I'm not interested in the rest of this stuff. The sauna and stuff like that, the sports hall gym and all that stuff, I'm not interested in that. Okay, so now we want to look at firehouses. I'll put one in there. I don't mind them being right next to other houses as part of like the residential area. I don't mind that at all. I think this stuff should be more connected. I think there should probably be a fire department over here. This feels like it makes a lot of sense given the proximity of these trees. Over here would be a good place to put one, just near about. Let's put a watchtower, by the way. Somewhere back here it will fit. There we go. Oh, we won and then we lost. I just want to reduce fire potentials in those areas. We're going to be spending a lot of money, but we're going to be making a lot of money off of this stuff as well. Police stations. Let's get one more that's up here. Right there on that corner. Let's get one more on this side, probably right down here. Right in that neighborhood. They'll be happy with that. They'll have to be. They don't have the option. Okay. Let's get all this put together. With all these additional services going in, you're going to see a lot of buildings upgrading very rapidly. And I am okay with that. We are going to be upgrading our streets to the ones with trees. We will be upgrading them, so don't worry. That's coming. The great upgrade inning. Let's get it down this big area. Going to be spending a lot of our money getting this area all hooked up, ready to go. Probably expanding our power one more time. Making sure that we have the availability for all of these buildings. Once we start zoning them in, we want people to be able to move in, and we want to be able to have all this stuff expanded so that we don't have to worry about it for quite a while again. Adding extra pipes just because redundancy makes a lot of sense. There we go. Taking our time to make them look nice. Do have a nice long straightaway there. Not perfect, but close enough. I think from there we're going to go right to this edge, and then we're going to pull into the municipalities area. And yeah, we are going to let it loop here. Let it connect in there as well, because it's what it wants to do. I think this is a nice, big, long road right through the middle of everything. We may not need to add another pipe beyond this. We may not need a pipe for there, hopefully. From there, we're just going to bridge across. I think from here, we're going to go and do this. Or are we going to go ahead and just do all the way down this line? Ooh, that is nice. That fills in really well. Can pull that in there. This one's going to have to go up as well. I don't like how dense these all became, but that's okay. You know what it is? It's filled in. It's ready to go, except for this down here. There we go. We're going to get one line that goes in all the way to the edge there, although probably is going to go like this and then pull across, just so that we have water inside the park. Okay, so we spent probably 100,000 there just on water piping. So now they're mad at electricity. It's because we haven't zoned anything over there. We're going to let it zone the way that it wants to fill in with all the cliff sides and stuff like that. We're not going to worry about tapering it. This is going to be the biggest area where landscaping is going to make all the difference for us. But we're going to do low density residential throughout basically the rest of this. We're going to fill in one block at a time. We're going to probably fill in this back area first. And not all of it. This area is probably going to be next. We're probably going to fill in this middle. But because it's low density, it should fill in fairly quickly. Let's fill in all these middles. We want to create the most beautiful city that we can. And I think that what that comes down to is allowing things to be a little bit organic, allowing things to be a little... No, we don't want residential in there. I'm thinking about a park in here. Thinking about a park in there. Well, we have a park over here, but I'm thinking about like smaller other attractions or maybe some commercial in there. Low density commercial. There we go. Let's go ahead and connect there. This should be filled in next. And in here, I think we could afford to have a smaller park area. You know, if we want to put park buildings down, we can. And now it's just a matter of letting this all come in. They're not happy because they don't have electricity. And they don't have electricity because they're not happy. It's their fault, chat. It's always their fault. There we go. You have to blame the residents. If you don't, then they're going to get all needy and they're going to start demanding things. And once that happens, you're fucked. There we go. The Aspen residence, nice big house. Some of these guys might end up abandoned. It's okay if they do. By the time the electricity gets over here. I suppose I could put in a temporary line. Okay. Doesn't hurt anybody to do that. Gives them power, and as they come in, they'll naturally get more. It's saying that we have commercial demand, so I'm going to give some low-density commercial through here. I think this is a great spot to have just a little commercial hub. Low density, of course. I think it's a great spot for it. I think this is a great spot for it as well. I think this is a great little spot for it, these little cone areas. I think that there's going to be definite demand, especially once those start getting filled in. There they go. They're coming in over there. Starting to come in over there a little bit as well. We don't have any zoning throughout here just yet, but it will be there. It says we're losing money, but we probably need to expand our fishing again to account for all of this. But as we add more residential, more money will come in. You lose money on utilities, but you gain money on your population. So your utilities let you get more population. Your population gives you money. So far, I've found that that's the ratio. You're always looking to expand your population. Right up to the point where your availability isn't that high. That's your potential income. Okay, so we need to add trash collection, which we are ready to do the big waste processing complex, which is extremely loud. All right. Waste processing complex sends out waste transfer trucks to pick up garbage from waste transfer facilities and landfill sites for further processing into energy and recycled materials. The complex cannot directly collect garbage from buildings. So yeah, it collects from these guys. Waste transfer facilities. These are the ones that give access to, that are going around and picking up all of your stuff. Your recycling centers are directly pulling. But these guys, waste transfer facility uses garbage trucks to collect and temporarily store garbage. Stored waste can be picked up by the waste transfer trucks from waste processing complex. The building pollutes less, so it can be built closer to the city center. It really does produce a lot less. because this one's much more polluting. Space already occupied. It really doesn't want to build anything inside here. There we go. Let's build one of these right there. That's what it's for, is that little municipality area. I think we're going to build another one of these over here. It can control a lot more. This whole highway area is going to end up getting redone, but we can do one of these temporarily over here. Let's get rid of our recycling centers, but let's also make sure that we have this big boy over here. And then get rid of our recycling centers. Get rid of that recycling center. And then from there, get rid of that recycling center. We may need... Oh no. It's connected because of this guy. We've got full trash coverage. Garbage processing status, very high. Doing great. We've got our big facility set up. So that's going to be really nice. We have our... Let's see. Sewage treatment's not doing great. It's something else that we could go ahead and get taken care of over here. Can't remember what building that's in. Is it the same as electricity? Well, I mean, not electricity, water. I think it's under water. Yeah. So we have tank reservoir, pumping service. No, we don't want the pumping service. Eco Advanced Inland Water Treatment Plant. That's what we're looking for, but we don't have access to it yet. But we do have the Eco Inland Water Treatment over here. We do have access to this, which is just better. It's 60,000 versus the 120,000 over here. Inland Water Treatment Plant. This one is the Eco. It does half. It costs a little bit more, 50% more. The pollution is slightly less, but it processes less. If we just have this farther away, Advanced Inland Water Treatment Plant, this is 160,000, so it's 30% more. It costs double, but its pollution is only 20. Well, its pollution is very small. But we're going to go ahead and have this bad boy. We're going to go ahead and have this bad boy. We're just going to add in a third one just to have it, just to make sure that we've got it available. We're not pumping our sewage out into the water. We're not doing that, especially with a fishing deal or a fishing harbor. We do not want to be eating poop fish. Poop fish, not my thing. Most fish, not my thing, but especially poop fish. Not happening. So it's going to take a minute for our trash collection to pick up. Looks like we've only got one issue of this not connecting to anything just because it doesn't go anywhere. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. What is going on with, what is going on with this? There's some kind of... See, the 8-lane doesn't work because they literally only use one lane. We just need a highway connection that's down here. We need this road to go to the highway. We need that like yesterday. My God. I feel better about our roads, but we're seeing a very clear indication that the one road that runs through your entire city does not work because it will be one lane that runs through your entire city. This right here, whatever is causing this, is a goddamn nightmare, and I hate it. I don't know if there's a mod that's causing this, or if in vanilla they would use this road properly. I don't know if they would use a 6-lane properly, because this is a modded 8-lane. They're not programmed to know how to use it. I'm tempted to replace it with a 6-lane and see what happens. Just a vanilla 6-lane road. I'm curious. I'm going to go ahead and replace it because... and see if they start using the lanes properly. And it probably won't be immediately because they're set up for one thing. But like a 6-lane with decorative trees? Hell yeah. We could do that down the entire city. He only went up to that outer lane because he was turning. Once they get to their destination, they get to this light and they have to stop. They're transferring into an inner lane there. They're not on the inside lane. They're transferring to it though, because this is a turn-only lane. And they're not turning, they're going forward, but they're not spreading out to the other lanes. Like if they run into the back of a car, they should try to go out to the next lane. Traffic issues again. It's not even really a traffic issue, it's just... If I went down to a 2-lane street here, it wouldn't make a difference. There'd be no functional difference between those two. Man, what a shame. This intersection right here. Let me check this junction. I'm not going to do that. We're going to have a stop sign if you're coming out of the university. Otherwise, I want this traffic to continue forward. Effectively unimpeded. Man. Let's check further down. Is it the same issue all the way down, or is it about their destination being a left turn? Not always, but they're not changing to that outside lane until right before they need to turn. Otherwise, they're all compressing to that far left lane. We got our suburbs coming in. Man, what a disappointment, the roads working the way that they do. The traffic working the way that it does, man. I feel like it's got to be a mod, because to me, this wouldn't be like, don't release the game if it's functioning this way. Because it's not really functioning. Maybe it always did this. Man, somebody who knows better than I do, please let me know. Is this just a standard issue with roads and that more lanes doesn't really matter? Because in that case, make everything a 2-lane road. Maybe a 4-lane if you're feeling real spicy. 4-lane, because then you have your turning lane. I mean, that's it. That's the only time they ever leave that one main lane. So everything comes down to a 2 or 4-lane. Traffic manager can fix it, but otherwise. Ooh, Emil knows. How does traffic manager fix it, though? That's my concern. You can force them to use other lanes. It's a pain in the ass. It takes a while. Okay. It's not worth it then. Man. What a shame that is. That just seems to be a really big inherent game flaw. You're punished really for using anything higher than a 4-lane street, because it just takes up so much space. Like, I just want to put in a 6-lane with trees here. I really want to just put in a bunch of trees throughout here anyway. But they're all just using 1 lane. What a bummer, dude. Oh. What a sad bummer. You have to lay out your streets knowing that too. Which is an important lesson to learn. We didn't have an issue with it in Suckfuckville. But Cocotopia, it's been a nightmare. Oh, God, what do I do? What do I do to fix this? Even on the, let me check the highway. Even on the highway, are they doing this? Let's assume a natural functioning highway. kind of. They're kind of staying in the far left lane, but no, not really. Highways, they spread out. I feel like the logic is you should just assign yourself to a random lane if there are multiple that go forward, and you merge into the right lane once it's time for you to turn. Like, you have a turning node. If you're on a street connected to the turning node, then at that point get into your turning lane. But otherwise, if there are multiple straight lanes, pick a random one and stay on that random one lane until you get within the street of your turning node, and then get into, you know, merge into your proper lane. That would be the procedure. I mean, because this is a nightmare. As a result of them only using one lane. I have highway traffic backed up all the way here. What a bummer, dude. This is like taking the wind out of my sails for sure. Gotcha. Dude, thank you, man. Stradenko. Because this, to me, is game breaking. The way I'm laying out my city is that, you know, I've got this nice 8-lane road that they only ever use the one lane. They're supposed to be, don't fucking lose your games. Ever since I bought that coach, they've started losing. Double loss. Oh. Yeah, I mean, just watch them. They're all just, like, you just use a 4-lane. You have your turning lane and then your straight lane, because that's all they're ever going to use. There's no function behind a 6-lane street. How bizarre. In a game that's all about traffic management, I would have expected that to be something that was fixed. I figured it was a mod. Surely there's a mod that was causing this issue, but... yeah, they're in such a hurry to get to that interior lane. What a shame. That definitely takes the wind out of my sails. As far as, like, being excited about laying out the roads and road hierarchies and stuff like that, you know? Because that's a big part of why I like the game, is setting that stuff out. These motherfuckers. Every time. Yeah, we're going to set for Main Street, I just want the other signs on the connected roads to be stops, but otherwise I want the traffic to just continue normally. I don't want Main Street's traffic to be cut off at all. The oncoming traffic needs to stop and then try to merge in. We'll see. Yeah, this seems like something that would be a high priority to fix, you know? Maybe let your next DLC not be a DLC, but just be like, fix game-breaking AI logic flaws instead. Oh, what a bummer. I mean, it's okay. We can work around it. We can try and play around it. The idea of an 8-lane being able to keep all of our traffic through and put all of our traffic through is, I think, a pipe dream. Unless we go through and manually make it happen. There's an argument for getting old players back into the game by fixing the bugs that made them stop playing the game, you know? And then they go and they're like, oh, I might as well get some of the DLCs while we're here. There may be money in fixing the traffic issue. I'd pitch it. That's exactly how I'd pitch it. There's money in fixing bugs. Quality of life updates are some of the most treasured. I think we're ready to put in some more high-density residential. I think it's time. I believe it's time. Let's make it happen. Zoning, high-density residential. Let's get this whole district set up. We've put in all the other stuff that we wanted. Now it's time to go ahead and get this done. Go ahead and get that placed. Get me some of those sky rises, man. I cannot wait for this area to be tall. Just so tall. Garbage processing status is very high, but maybe our trucks are overloaded. Trucks in use? Not enough electricity. Well, shit, it'd be nice if I had electricity over here. This whole thing just isn't even working. Let's just get a temporary line right over there. Because there's been garbage piling up in the hospital for a minute. Not people, just garbage. Thankfully not people. We've had those issues before. This is an area, this is one of my favorite areas of the city, and I cannot wait to get that lined up with high-density residential. I don't mind the abandoned buildings. I really don't. I mean, like, there are a lot of abandoned buildings over here. But they don't have to look abandoned. I don't mind them. I feel like this is a natural heartbeat of the city. Not everything is going to be occupied, you know? All these potentially empty structures are business ventures that didn't make it, and it's industries that went out of demand, and that's all good. And I like that the city gets taller as it's more well developed. Over here, these guys have access to all of the amenities, everything that they could want, you know. As you get down in, let's see, we're only recognized now, but that's okay. As you get down here, they don't have access to nearly as much, so they're not as tall. As they get over here, they're a little bit taller again, and then as they get down here, they're going to probably be very tall, hopefully. That's what we're hoping to see. These guys should be growing up real fast. They should be getting tall real fast. That's what we're hoping to see. I think we're going to be ready to expand fishing as well, which we're going to do probably on this side. Right over here, we're going to get the highway to come in to this area. It's going to pull off the highway. The highway probably will go down here. Probably give it an external connection there. But if we look at our city from a distance, I'm going to turn off the, let's see, automatic info, notifications, road names, buildings, border lines. If we take off, one of these gets rid of district names. Damn, I don't remember. To turn off districts and just look at our city as it's developed. We had more plans to use these upper areas more, but I think staying to the lowlands has been really nice. I think it's really forced us to develop a long boy city, and I love this flyover that we get. We get all the way up here to Sterling Circle, one of the earliest parts that we've built on this city. And then we get, just imagine once this is all landscaped, it's going to be fucking gorgeous. Down into the proper downtown area where they don't like the noise. There we go. Any luck, Stradenko? There we go. It's going to be one of those things where I think we just have to go from the very start knowing that they're going to do that. You just can't have one main arterial road like this. They're just not going to use it responsibly. The 6-lane they're not doing either. It's not even that the road is too big. They're just not going to use it. I do think that a 6-lane with trees is better off than an 8-lane road. I do think that's going to be the case for sure. What to do about this? Have a 6-lane road with trees, and then just have, I think this area's traffic is very successful. As you get down into here, I think the traffic is very successful. But it's as you get down, even then, have we cleared off the highway? No, because they're all going into one fucking lane. We could divide the highway traffic up by having this come south, route a highway south. It's just frustrating, man. It's frustrating because it's a problem I shouldn't have to solve, you know? It's a problem. It's a problem I'll try to solve, but like I shouldn't have to. It should be something where they just use the road better. I mean, they're all still ultimately trying to merge into the one lane. Chat. The city is not feeling so good. We've got some really beautiful areas. I want to do some landscaping. I'm going to go back into some of these areas and I'm going to really make them beautiful. Let the city just sit for a minute. Plant some goddamn trees. I think that'll be nice. Manicure some of these zones. I think that's what I'm looking for. Chat, I'm going to get out of here. That's going to be it for me. We're just going to have to deal with the one lane issue. I think we're going to translate our 8 lanes into 6 lanes with trees throughout the city. I think we're going to be translating a lot of our streets into streets with trees. There we go. Okay, hold on. Stradenko says he's come in. Go to TMPE, gameplay options. Pretty sure I don't know how to get there. Okay, options. Let's try TMPE. Okay. Gameplay. Advanced vehicle AI. Dynamic lane selection. Percentage of vehicles performing dynamic lane selection. Let's do 50. Okay, let's try this. If I see a motherfucker in one of these 2 lanes, go forward. It's gonna take a minute for... Oh. They're still trying to get into this lane, but they're not backing up. Oh. I think that just fixed it. This is still going to be a nightmare because they're having to... Yeah, they're going into the far lane. Yeah, the higher it is, the more CPU it'll use. That's why I'm going to stick at 50 and then we'll know. I feel like getting rid of the traffic and letting it reset. This is always going to be an issue because they have a stop sign here. It's only 1 turn lane. This is always going to be designed this way. Why we have this much traffic coming into the... Oh, Jesus. Why we have this much traffic coming into the city, I don't know. But in there trying to do this, they're now going to back up the entire highway. Oh my God. Yeah, we need the second highway to be able to handle that traffic, but... We'll see. We'll see. As far as this is concerned, this is looking a lot better. Almost looks like they're picking random lanes. Look at them using all of the lanes. Look at this guy's changing lanes every other fucking block. What a solution there. Stradenko, thank you, brother. I'm glad there is a solution, and maybe it's not a perfect one, but it is at least a solution. And I think that's going to alleviate almost all of our concerns, if not most of them. There we go. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it'll help. I'm with you. It's feeling a lot more comfortable. Like, this is an issue that was always going to be there if we got a lot of traffic. Yeah, this is a nightmare. I'm willing to get rid of this traffic with TM. Well, it's diluting. It really is actually getting through. I think it's going to clear out, y'all. think it's actually going to clear up. Is this kind of fucking moped? Oh my god. People, learn to zipper. There we go. Look at this Canadian guy, this van. They're just driving over each other now. They're going to get it there.
Follow this channel, or Mico gets it.
Please don't let Coco kill me. I'm not ready. Oh, dude. That's gonna be a solution. Well, maybe a solution. We're backing up the highway for more than one reason now. We've just got to filter out the traffic that's trying to get onto the main road versus not. Our Texas overpass is still working though. Maybe not fully as intended. This is something where people would be getting on the service road in order to just go down through town. They take an alternate route. Because you do that, you get up here, then you just take a left there and you're in. It's a very easy route. You just go right on the roundabout, following the outside, just hug that left road, bam. Somebody who lived here for a long time would definitely be doing that. They'd be going just like that, going right through town. This would be avoided for sure. Absolutely, it would be avoided. This is definitely not emptying out as quickly as it's backing up, but it feels like every now and then they're compressing on each other. They're doing exactly what they do in real life. Yes, this is exactly what happens. They go on the service road thinking that they're going to bypass that exit. Thinking that they're going to bypass some shit, but then they end up just backed up on the service road as well. Wow. That's delicious. That's delicious. I love that. I mean, it's obviously it's not working, but I love it because it's real. This is what really happens all the time. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. This is what I-35 looks like here in Dallas. A nightmare. And this is the exact shit that happens. You have a little bit of opening and they're fucking gone. They're gone. 90 miles an hour. A little bit of pressure alleviation. A little bit of pressure alleviation there. Maybe enough to help this clear up. Oh, Jesus. Here's what I'm going to do. Complete lawlessness. No, I'm not. Fuck it. They're going to have to figure that shit out. But they're going to have to figure it out next time, chat. I'm going to save it there. I can't stop playing. Please. Please help me. I'm trapped. There we go. My God. What a fun game. Frustrating at times, but at least we have that mod to fix it. I don't think I'll ever play without that mod. Let me tell you. I don't think I'll ever play without that mod. Let them only go left or right at that crossing. Yes. That's what we should be doing. That's not how it's set up. That's not how it's set up IRL. You are allowed to continue there. That would be smart for us to do it that way, but that's not how it's set up in real life, and that's how we're mirroring that intersection. But almost all of them are, I don't know. I like it. Obviously, it's an issue, and that would be the solution, Shredenko. But I like how realistic that problem is. That is really good. I'm very satisfied with that. All right. That's it from me. Chat. Oh, I'm going to be back tomorrow night. We'll pick up with more Final Fantasy XIV. Boop. We'll also come back in with even more Minecraft as well. We're doing a Feed the Beast pack. And then we'll come back in for another couple hours of Cities Skylines. Wow. Fuck you, Lothridge. What a bitch. Anyway, I had a good time with you guys. Hope you guys did as well. Follow the channel if you've been hanging out. If you just want to listen to more background noise, you've got plenty of stuff on the YouTube. And for those of you who are hanging out with the stream, I'll see you guys tomorrow. For those of you on YouTube, I'll see you in the next episode. Good night.